I mean, to be fair, I'll be staying in his place and eat his food and sleep at his bed and stuff like that. But
Yeah, so let's go back to cards.
I mean,
Why not?
it's about cards, isn't it? Card
Yeah,
business.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Refresh Step, where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow, and the foreseeable future, Theodore Lu. And I'm with the hottest battler in the UK and admin of the Bellspar's English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
Hello.
Yay. So, how are you feeling today, Ayumu? I say that because like yesterday, it was one of those rare days where I got to wake up early, and then I tried to rekindle my passion, if there is any, in programming. So I was following this tutorial that I've been holding for a while now. The only problem was that it's a tutorial for an Android application development, and I have pretty much deleted everything that is related to Android. So I had to reinstall everything, and I wasn't really into Android programming anyway previously. So it was like, so why is this like named differently than the one that I see in the guides? But it works, so I guess it works. Then yeah, by the time I'm done with everything, it takes like 7 hours, so almost a full day work. And yeah, I think after that I spent a lot of time for something that you guys will probably have seen by this point. I think this one is supposed to be released like probably 4 days, 5 days after that project that I am talking about. So hopefully if you saw that, hopefully you guys enjoy it. It was painful for me. So yeah, I hope that pain was worth it. Yeah. So yeah, now that I have
Nice.
So yeah. Now I remember why I started to go on all this tangent, but that's basically, I think, because of that I slept for too long yesterday, and I think I hurt my eyelids because I slept on it for too long. But yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, I woke up and been like doing some final tests for the whole day.
Oh
Like
yeah.
this episode will be released right after
Mm-mm.
the preseason grand tour, as they call it.
Mm-mm.
Um. So yeah, I think it's fine to discuss about what I'm at this point going to use.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like I'm still like very divided between purple and green, and now I'm actually thinking about red as well.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Like initially, I was thinking about purple control because
Mm-mm.
it's just really good against lots of decks,
Mm-mm.
but you can't deal with Ira.
Oh.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
50-50 or even like 60-40 to
Mm-mm.
um against Ira because just because of the sheer amount of Nessus destruction they have.
Mm-mm.
Which they will have a lot because like probably a lot of people believe
Mm-mm.
the best way to deal with Hydra is to blow up the Nessus.
Mm-mm.
Which like I suppose they're not wrong, but it's just
Mm-mm.
that it then also affects the other decks.
Mm-mm.
Because obviously yellow relies on Nessus a lot,
Mm-mm.
and then white, if they don't see their steel leaves, also dies to red. And like I
Mm-mm.
suppose like with white, like Ira just like clears that board really easily anyway.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, so like I honestly don't think purple is the best choice
Mm-mm.
in this meta. At least not purple control. But then like on the other hand, if I had to play Curse Temple,
Mm-mm.
Like I feel that the green deck would be better
Mm-mm.
because like there are a lot of differences, but literally just Swift
Mm-mm.
is already a big difference between the Curse Temple and green.
Mm-mm.
Because like it means they like you can't get bot wiped by Ira because you're just sending out your spirits one by one.
Mm-mm.
So you can still keep your spirits in hand most of the time.
Mm-mm.
Like if then even they land a nuke, so that you're much safer against Ira.
Mm-mm.
And against Hydra, you also have like first of all, you're most likely gonna be quicker than them.
Mm-mm.
And even not like green magic naturally just like stops Hydra quite easily as well. It doesn't remove it.
Mm-mm.
But with the speed that you have, you don't really have to remove it either.
Mm-mm.
So like in terms of magic, it also responds fine, and obviously you got the best bird, Scope Owl,
Mm-mm.
like
Yay.
very and fluffy,
Chunky bird.
chunky and fluffy. Since
Yay.
so it's pretty good against Hydra as well,
Mm-mm.
and at this point, I wouldn't know how many people have actually expected green. But
Mm-mm.
like if they never faced green before, or like just like once or twice, and just believe that it's not gonna be anything,
Mm-mm.
then um, it's gonna be pretty easy to use green as well because that like most people might not know how to deal with them, and like by the time they figure it out, probably the game's ended already.
True.
Yeah, and also Tokiwa,
Mm-mm.
if you leave it at level 2,
Mm-mm.
they like against Ira, they literally cannot destroy it
Mm-mm.
unless they use Deadly Balance.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I think green is actually pretty effective in the current meta, as
Mm-mm.
long as you know what you're doing with it. It
Mm-mm.
might struggle against white for a bit, but like that's why my side deck.
Mm-mm.
Well, I said my deck, but to be fair, it's Enoch's list. Like
Yeah, as
most of the
always.
list, like, most of the decks I use are from him anyway. Like literally, I only build the purple decks
Mm-mm.
myself. I have my credit due. Purple
Mm-mm.
decks I build myself. But
Yay.
yeah, the rest, yeah, it was Enoch that's building and testing and everything like that. So yeah,
Mm-mm.
but yeah, like he decided the way to counter white
Mm-mm.
is because with white but the biggest problem is basically suppression,
Mm-mm.
and you don't really know how many suppression people play. Like
Mm.
for those like for optimal lists, well, what we think optimal,
Mm-mm.
like usually roughly around 5, so like
Mm-mm.
3 suppression and 2 infinity shield.
Mm-mm.
But then you might get some maniac who
Mm.
thinks that Frost Tiger blocking is everything, so they just like max out everything in there,
No. No.
which will be a goddamn fucking problem. So that's why the side is actually changing the deck
Mm-mm.
into a mid-range slash control style.
Mm-mm.
Actually, more like tempo. Well, not really. The deck is already tempo, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's with Ira and Nova in there,
Mm.
along with Gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's probably like the most effective way to deal with white. Just
Mm-mm.
like with Ira, you literally clear the board except for Frost Tiger,
Mm-mm.
and then you just put Ira at level 3 and then Totem Pole at level 2,
Mm-mm.
and like that's 23k attack.
Mm-mm.
Are you gonna take 2 lives, or you gonna block and take 1 life? Right? So, like either way, it's a win
Mm-mm.
for me as a green player. So
Mm-mm.
so like that's the way to deal with white.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, most of the time with green against like all the other decks, it just go unga bunga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
against yellow might have to be a bit more reserved in that. Like
Mm-mm.
you can take the life, but if they're attacking with bless, you block them. Like you
Mm-mm.
can't let them gain the life, but like at
Mm.
the rest of the attacks, yeah, it's fine.
Mm. True.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, well, you probably know, like for those who are listening, you probably know 2 weeks later, like
Mm-mm.
the actual result of how I do.
Mm.
Um, because yeah, next week after this episode, I'll be in Canada, so Theo will probably be alone by himself again.
Don't leave me. But yeah. Anyway. So why are you going to Canada this time? Is it related to cards? I don't think so, right? Then we can skip it.
Mm. No, yes, kind of in between. Well, actually, the main reason is
Mm-mm.
because one of our family friends actually had a brain tumor and she just finished her surgery.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
yeah. So like,
mm-mm.
so yeah, my family is visiting her, so like,
Mm-mm.
I might as well go as well. Like, uh, I wasn't planning to because the Pokemon UIC was
Mm-mm.
it's going to be next week, but
Mm-mm.
as I probably mentioned before, it's like it's fucking ridiculous to
Mm-mm.
get the tickets for it,
Mm-mm.
and well, I missed it. So
Ah.
um, yeah. So I if I couldn't go to UIC in London anyway, then yeah, I guess I'll just go to Canada and stay with my parents for like 3 days or so.
Mm-mm.
Uh, yeah, and but like after visiting being with my parents,
Mm-mm.
I'll go back home early, but I'll be staying in Toronto and then travel to Ottawa
Mm-mm.
to visit my TCG friend.
Mm.
Um, he plays Japanese Metal Spirits, and then now he's
Mm.
also playing a little bit Saga with his friends. But uh, like Saga players would probably know pretty well already. Canada is pretty much not supported
Mm-mm.
with the game, so
Mm-mm.
it's very hard for my friend to find any Saga cards.
Mm-mm.
Like it has to be on TCG player, but you know some of them they're just with ridiculous price.
Mm-mm.
And even if they want to order from Europe, then you got the shipping fee, which makes it expensive as well. So
True.
so like I'm going to visit him. Well, to visit him and
Mm.
also to like bring him some Saga cards as well.
Mm. Good guy, Ayumu.
Yeah. Well, who'll be paying me? I mean,
Mm.
to be fair, I'll be staying in his place and eat his food and sleep at his bed and stuff like that. But
So.
well, we'll see. Like I'm the kind of person, and most of my friends as well. Well,
Mm-mm.
we pretty much separate money and friendship as two different things.
Mm.
Like we pay for what it's worth. Like
Mm-mm.
we don't do the like, oh, I'm your friend, give me a discount kind of things. Yeah, yeah, yes. Like friendship and money unrelated. Like we
Mm-mm.
don't talk. We don't relate them together.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, like if he wants me, like, and also like I have a good reason for him to pay me as well because um my Saga collection shares with Enoch.
Mm-mm.
So any money I get from the cards, like technically, like Enoch also has like owns them.
Mm-mm.
So like to be fair, like we don't really record down any money we get from
Mm-mm.
selling the cards. It's really just a rough estimation because like something like, oh, we need another place of Lucerium. Okay, how much do they cost? 55
Mm-mm.
pounds. Okay, you're gonna sell some cards for 60 pounds? And yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Mm-mm.
That kind of stuff. But we're not like getting 60 pounds and then we split into 30, that kind of stuff.
Mm-mm.
Um, but like still, it's a reason why I can't just give discount that easily
Mm-mm.
or anything like that because it concerns with someone else as well. So
Mm-mm.
like so like like it's not it's like it's towards any friends really. Like if they want me to compensate them for anything I do, uh like I can offer them something else. But like
Mm-mm.
if the other trades and offers are unrelated, then we don't relate them at all.
Mm-mm. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back to cards.
I mean,
Like
it's about cost, isn't it?
yeah, it is about cards. Like yeah, I mean, like yeah.
Cost,
Have I
business.
yeah have I told yeah I forgot how detailed I've told the story about this game last week about this game where you basically use cards to kind of negotiate with people.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah. I think you
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about that briefly. Yeah.
yeah. And then basically like when you got closer to because like the other NPCs they will be merchants as well, right? You will be buying stuff from them. But like when you are closer to them, then they will give you they will impart their wisdom to you, like how to negotiate and stuff. And those
Hmm.
knowledge will be represented as cards as well. So yeah. I guess then
Mm.
how you have just received the cards that is the wisdom of Ayumu. Hmm. But yes. No, but yeah, like why do I suddenly at lost forwards? I was looking at the Omni deck, so the like the how to say like the Bandai CG Plus for Grand Archive. Because like I think like the last time I tried to look for events, the closest one would be in Belgium.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's actually pretty close, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they would all be held in Taiwan or something like that, but
Mm-mm. But it is like April 7th, so I don't think it is. I don't think it is realistic to be aiming for that. So yeah, maybe no.
I mean, technically it's doable, but
It's doable, but yeah, I don't have anything aside from my starter deck. But yeah, I was looking into like whether I can join something a little bit more casual since I had the deck. I think I had enough knowledge of how the game works, but I kind of wanted to get the feel. But like, and then like if I wanted to join online, then next the next online local is going to be 45 minutes from now. Interestingly,
45 minutes. Also, like they
yeah,
follow like the American time zone.
yeah. So they're probably an
Okay.
American shop, and then so it's March 29th. Now you know when we are recording, but it's at 1 a.m. It's like the fun part is like the next one is March 31st, so normal, and then like okay, but 31st that's Easter. So if you are listening to if you are celebrating Easter, happy Easter. The next one after that, so on April 28th.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, you have enough time for that one, yeah.
Mm-mm. What is at 4 a.m.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Think back when you sleep first. It doesn't
True.
really matter to you, does it?
Yeah, I've been trying to fix my sleeping schedule. For the last 2 days, it had worked, but like yesterday, yeah, today I just I think like to kind of fix my sleep schedule, I kind of didn't care how long I slept as long as I wake up at time that is like waking up early, so like 4 or 5 or 6. As long as I wake up around that time, I didn't really care how much I slept. And then I think like
Mm.
today my body was just asking back all those times. So I think like when we were having a secret meeting with the other guys, with the top dogs, uh, we,
Okay.
I think I left at around 2 a.m. Also because I was finishing up that project that was released on April 1st. We will be releasing on April 1st. Oh, by the time you listen to this, it's already out. Should be, unless I fuck up. Anyway, so I slept at 1 a.m. and then I think I fully woke up at at 3 p.m.
Bruh.
Yeah, and now I am still feeling a little bit dizzy. Hence, why I felt like my brain is empty. Cause the only other thing, like even card related that I have in my brain is mostly just the waifus. Like guys, yeah, I think like from the refills that we have last week, I think like the one that caught my eye is actually the new Android Magic, the one that allows you to add 6 cards, up to 6 cards, uh, into your open zone when you activate it. I mean, it's 8 costs. Oh fuck! I just realized that I tried to share something to you, but I just realized uh why I kept it at in that format, which can't really look at. But yeah,
Right. No, I mean, I click into it and it still opens on my browser, but yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Steel
Yeah.
Creation.
Yeah.
It's I
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Eh.
I don't like it.
Mm.
It's still high cost.
Yeah.
Like by the time you can use it,
Mm-mm.
you're only adding like say you use it at no cost, you're
Mm-mm.
only adding like maximum 2 cards.
Mm-mm.
So it's like yeah, like and like by that time, do you really need to dig more? And like also the fact that it can just break in your hand in the early game as well.
Mm-mm.
And but like the worst part is that it doesn't support any past Android cards as well.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, because it only
It's because like
yeah. It's only I just realized
yeah,
that it
so
counts your that one. The 40 enclosure.
yeah, so on the wiki we translate Kensoku as devotee,
Mm-mm.
and then Teo, which is another term that Bandai made it up themselves.
Mm-mm.
So we call them the concluser.
Mm-mm.
So it's like conclusion and Kaiser, so
Mm-mm.
concluser. So yeah, so like basically they're the new families for the next era, and
Mm-mm.
the old cards don't have that family, so
Mm-mm.
you can't add them.
Mm-mm.
But then a lot of the old cards are really useful, so you're gonna be using them in the deck.
Mm-mm.
So it's not a very good card, really.
Mm-mm.
The art is pretty, but like that's it.
Yeah, I mean like the implication of this kind of card is like this particular one will not be useful, but like this particular one will not be useful, then they have an excuse to make something that is actually useful then after that, and that is what kind of scares me, because like this kind of like allows them to okay, it becomes a precedent that okay, so we release one card in void that lets them draw up to 6 if they somehow want to do that, and it doesn't really change anything, people are not using it, then let's make it easier so people can actually use them.
I don't think they would do that for a common card though.
Yeah,
Like
not
they
the
might
common.
do that with an X-ray,
Yeah.
like with Amaterasu. I
Mm-mm.
mean, like, oh, no one uses Amaterasu. Oh my
Mm-mm.
god! And it's like whoa, Zero deck. And yeah, so but I don't think they're gonna do that with common cards,
Mm-mm.
especially since like Athena also has Aspasia,
Mm-mm.
which like does similar things at a
Mm-mm.
cheaper cost as well. You can use it in the early game,
Mm-mm.
and you can add basically any cards in the deck.
Mm-mm.
Like if you're actually playing like a full steel deck.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, so like this magic's like it's just pretty useless really.
Yeah, I mean like I also just realized that the search effect is also only targeting the new families. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
and like the groundwalkers, so like it might be useful. You need to dig for like Shiratori,
mm-mm.
but like that's about it.
Mm-mm.
That's about it. What other white groundwalkers would you even use in an Athena deck? I mean, Athena herself, you got the Godseeker already. And then like don't forget, you can still stack the top and bottom cards with
Still demon guy.
with with Steel Demon God. Like you got quite a few of those effects as well. So again, Aspasia does that as well.
Mm-mm.
So it's this card is this card is literally pointless
No.
to an extent.
To an extent. But yeah, I mean like I mean like even if it's even if it's an extra, like imagine like in the future it's just yep, yeah, we are going to give this to red. But yeah. Nah, I mean like red even without this red already has 4 cost draw 3 anyway, so I think 8 cost draw 6 is not going to change that really too much, isn't it?
Yeah, and like okay, so like say if you pay in 4 costs,
Mm-mm.
so like sure you might get 4 costs, but most of the time you're probably not.
Mm-mm.
So so in that case, why don't you just play Fourth Bright Draw?
That is an interesting question.
Yeah, like there are so many better options
Mm-mm.
than this card. So like I wouldn't consider it at all. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's pretty.
Bruh.
Yeah. Eh. Yeah. Let's talk about something that is actually half decent then. What the have you seen the snail?
Seen what?
The snail.
The snail. Oh, the snail.
Yeah.
My measure.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I don't know why they name it that way. Like my I understand because it's a type of snail in Japan.
Mm-mm.
Um, but like I don't know why measure. I think it might be a reference to one of the songs, which is called My Measure.
Mm-mm.
But like that seems like a very obscure reference.
Huh.
But literally, I cannot find anything else related between snail and the
Mm-mm.
measuring tape.
I mean it is
So
literally
yeah, it's
it I mean it's literally a
go on.
measuring tape. I mean like his body itself is a measuring tape. So I think it's
Like,
just I think it's just
no, I know,
mm,
I know, but like I don't know why they put a measuring tape and a
mm,
snail together.
maybe maybe just because it looks like one. But yeah, I mean like I only
Maybe
noticed that it's a
that sounds
snail.
like the only reason.
Yeah. And like the more you think about it, the more like that measuring tape is looks like it was inspired by the snails, isn't it?
You're not wrong.
Mm-mm.
You're not wrong.
Mm-mm.
Eh,
Yeah. And then I just
eh.
and then I just
But
read
yeah,
the yeah.
this card is pretty good.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah, I see. I now know why he
The Saga
skip
players listening to this would be
no did not even the saga players. I was screaming myself when I thought like, God damn, if only Hippocampo has this even. So yeah,
bruh.
it has an ultra
Bruh.
it has an ultra plus, which means number one, if the spirit is not blocked, so even if the damage is somehow mitigated, like
No,
with the base.
it's only normal blast. This one is only normal blast.
Wait, what? No. Yeah, okay, then this the only plus. Sorry about that, but yeah, I thought I can use him to talk about ultra plus as well, but turns out he's not ultra plus. I'm disappointed in you, Snail.
Lol, but
I'm disappointed in you. You have betrayed my
but level
expectations,
two
Snail.
it can mix itself unblockable and unaffected by opposing effects, so
Yeah, so that is still great.
it's a free -2.
Mm-mm. Hippocampo can Hippocampo could never, man. Uh, yeah, the fact that it's already 3 - 2 is already something that Hippocampo cannot do. The only bad part is it's not a fable piece. If it's in Saga, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I don't even think we have the family in Saga.
Mm-mm.
Not not the puppet beast.
I think we have it as
Is
toys.
that, yeah, no, that's a different
Mm-mm.
that's a different thing.
Mm.
In Japanese it's called toy beast.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Oh, and then I think like also because it adds one counter. I think that's something that is silently always important.
Yeah. Yeah. On attack at 1 counter with holy life is pretty good.
Yeah. With the I see. So the unblockable is a floating buff, and it's only given and it can only be activated once every turn. So if you have
Yeah, so
to,
it has some conditions, but considering you're probably gonna only use that in Kinish Ahau,
mm-mm,
it's really good.
mm-mm,
Like there's already one condition gone because like
mm-mm.
you're not gonna not have the Grand Walker on the board. So
Yeah, exactly.
it's literally an early snipe. So
Mm-mm.
it's really good. It's like 3 copies, no questions at all.
Yeah. No, I think like the one that I was talking about is mostly just okay. So if you have two, then only one is unblockable. But like still, like
Yeah,
like yeah, the most important one is only always getting that first damage, right? Especially since Genichi Hao is specialized in sniping life anyway. It's like
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. It's like imagine if you if you are at 4 lives and then this nail just slams at you, pop the damage.
Like it helps to catch up the damage as well. Like
Mm-mm.
say you're really near the end game and somehow the opponent is still at 4 lives.
Mm-mm.
Just swing with this. They take 1 damage and then Kinichi Ahau has snipe another one.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank goodness like the brace that can be equipped to low cost spirits mostly don't have symbols. Ima-
They thought about that, okay? They thought
yeah.
about that.
But this is yellow. We can always bring on cut. Can always bring what else? We have like 20 different double hearts anyway. Now we can imagine if you are at 5 lives. Haha, I'm invincible and then this guy attacks and then so- somehow they can just play like 4 on cut for some reason. They have a Hanu Merlin that you don't kill for some reason.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's a lot of for some reason.
yeah, I know, right? I think with Ultra Blast, it's height. I think I think it's mostly just because I saw like the Sacred Holy Life and then I was like, oh, it is. I
Yeah,
still need to hit
cause
them. yeah.
yeah, cause like at first they advertised as like it's new blessed with extra effects, and then I
Yeah.
was like, oh, is this gonna be like each card having a different effect
Mm-mm.
plus gaining life? And then no, it's literally all just draw one but bottom.
I know, right? And
Which,
also,
to be fair, is pretty fine. I mean, considering it was in yellow,
mm-mm,
like in yellow, they were limiting the draws quite a bit
mm-mm,
because like the design is that red you're supposed to draw with magic,
mm-mm,
with like a lot of conditional draws. You have to destroy something, etc.
mm-mm,
And then you got purple, which is the one that draws on attack,
mm-mm,
and then there's yellow, which is just like how they even draw, just like miscellaneous ways, which
mm-mm.
is very hard for them to do so.
Yeah.
Um, and it's usually like 1 cost for 1 draw or
Mm-mm.
something like that as well. So
Yeah.
so it's good that like it's actually pretty nice that Ultra Blast is just draw one from bottom.
Mm-mm. But yeah, it's also yeah. I think the part that is actually like pretty funny is that okay, so now if you are blocked, then you get 1 draw, and then like I think like with the cards like one of the Ultra Blast stuff, like it has Ultra Blast. So if it has block, then you get to draw 1 from bottom. But like his second effect, this spirit cannot be blocked. The spirit can only be blocked by level 2 spirit or something. Yeah, I forgot.
I mean, it doesn't contradict with each other.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah, true. They just feels like oh. So give him
yeah, it
effect.
just means if they block, they're forced to block with the smaller stuff, which
Mm-mm.
works for you. So
Mm, I guess. Yeah, let's see. No, this is not the one that I'm looking for. But the manifest one is pretty aight. You when it is summoned, you get to minus 10,000 to everything, and it returns to the bottom of the deck. now it's good. Now it's good.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's not just destruction every time, which yeah, so returning the bottom actually works way better.
yeah. Especially with how the stuff works now.
Yeah, true. And it activates on attack as well, so it's really good actually.
Mm-mm. True. Wait. Yeah, it can be summoned during opposing turn, right? Yeah. But,
Yeah, it's either attack step, yeah.
Yay! Wait, so you can do it on the main step if you need to. Don't know why you won't need to, but like, yeah, it's just nice to have the option in it. I think like most manifests that we have so far, I think their timing is not too far from what we have with uh Advent, right? So I think the Apple of One
Yeah,
is during
I
either base
mean
attack
that's
step. Yeah. Yes.
mhm.
I think I think we are having another delay problem, but not something that we can't work around with. But yeah, now I have I now have a time frame where I need to get the job by. It's probably May, so that we can splurge on the diva on June. Yay!
Yay! I need to see what cards they have first, but yeah, they have Trickster. I'm probably gonna buy a whole playset.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, the only debatable thing is just because I can't really use any Japanese cards right now. It's like I can't find a chance to use them or like play with them. So it's like it's pretty pointless for me to buy them except for collection. And like I'm not a person who buys cards or buy anything really for collection purposes. So I don't know. But like just like hopefully the card power is good enough that I can bring it to local tournaments and everything like that.
Yeah.
Well, when I say local, it just means your online one really.
Yeah. We always have one during the third full Saturday of every month, unless I am sick. So yeah. if you are on YouTube, if you are on YouTube,
Yeah,
the limit to the servers.
every month, and then like for the last 2 months already, like skip like two or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because December was like Christmas, so yeah, we're not gonna have one, and then like January, I'm in LA, I can't do that, you know.
Yeah, I think
And
we
then
have
February,
one.
what, like you were finding jobs or something like that? Yeah, we just had one like last week, yeah.
Yeah, I think the January one we all actually have one, but like I think Mamiya did not submit his list until now, so like that's why I haven't posted the list until now. And then we
Oh
skipped the
yeah.
one on February. I think it's because I was like busy like finishing my study. And then now March we finally have one, and we I love. Yeah, I tried my best, but my best was not good enough. I think there is that one thing that I was testing like on that day, and I think the one time where I won, I actually got like two like the GP final at the start of the game, so I was like, yep, just just rotating everything, and then like everything works, and then like uh on the first game, I think I was like against Blood Crystal, so that is I was not fast enough, so I lost, and then I didn't draw the Rainbow Illusion. The second one, I was able to feel like I think I got the whistle on turn once. So everything is just a snowball from there. I think I got like a 2 vinyl and then like a whistle. So like yeah, everything's just walk in the park. And then the third one, all cards in my hand are like the finishers. I was facing Aipo, and then I finally was able to bring out my Phoenix Princess vinyl. And then and then he played, and then he played like two. He played like two zero barrier from his hand. And then to make matters worse, I still have like 4 spirits left, right? So if I, and then I still have Rix Tetra, so I can summon the top card of my deck anyway. So I tried to do that. I tried to do that, and then before it came back to my flash timing, he advented something, and then he opened Siegfried, and then my felt is just gone. Yeah. Yep. So that happened. And then after the tournament, I just realized like I have like some cards that I got this. Like I have 2 Larvaners that I quote unquote stole from Mama Mia. That's like we're buying the stuff together, and then he was like really excited to buy the Larvaners, and then like there's 2. I've already been planning to do this, and then like while he said that to me, I just press check out on that 2 Larvaners. So like yep, there are 2 Larvaners in there. Sure. You can go ahead and buy them. And then yeah, I think like because as usual, since it's going to be mostly just both of us, I think it got sent to his place, and then like he opened the package and like, oh, these are the 2 Larvaners that I did not order. Are you sure it's not mine?
Oof.
Yeah. So that happened.
That happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah, actually I was like asking like whether we can manifest on the main step, and then like the concluser for Hades
Uh,
works during your turn.
yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that ain't bad. I mean, actually that sounds a little bit dangerous. So basically, if it manifests during your turn, discard any number. If you discard your entire hand, draw 4 cards. Wait, why am I reading this from my not from this screen? So yeah, if you discard the entire hand, you draw 4, which is nice. So you can clean out your entire hand if you want to, and then you get 2 cores from Hades. When you do so, no, for each card that you discarded, send up to 2 cards from opposing spirit or ultimate to the trash. And you can do that in the main step.
Yeah, you can do that in the main step, and you can do that on attack again. So
Oh fuck, shit! It's not once per 10. Holy fuck!
yeah, so like you're gonna be removing at least 8 cores. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it would. I can't math, but like yeah, say like you're activating choice, you're gonna be removing at least 10 cores actually. Yeah.
My goodness, and that is before the attack step happens. Like imagine, I have a secret in, but you cannot summon it. That would be
yeah,
fun.
and then level 2 effect also send the cores from reserve to trash. So it's like a complete lockdown.
My goodness, why has purple always been this scary? Yeah, I think like I think like with the top end of purple, it always feels scary, right? It feels like as long as you can shut down like during the early game, then it's alright. But like the moment you reach the end game, it's like, they discard Jellicek doll, open the top deck, send 4 cards. You fight against the zombie one. Fuck, who is his name again? And then he just straight up send. You just straight up send cards from your field to the reserve, and then 5 cards from reserve to the trash. And then yesterday the one that killed was that I was again reminded the horror of Fafnir and the blood contract. It's like I still have 4 lives. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Yep, he summoned Fafnir from his trash. I forgot to access of that card. God damn it.
Yeah, like purple is literally just purple is literally just sending calls to trash, void, etc. And I mean it's literally just Gamma Shot all over again.
No, remind me of that horror.
I mean, Gamma Shot is worse.
Yeah, Gamma Shot is basically, how to say, it's like Mudo, but even with less restriction, right? Basically, and it will never break your hand.
Yeah.
And
at this point,
it will never break your hand because you can just discard it to draw 2 at the start of your draw step, but still. And you can bring it back. It's a dark snake. It's a serpent as well. It's a dark snake. Like there are 20 million.
I mean, if it's purple, you got other ways to bring it back anyway. So
exactly, and it's too simple. And even if you have used that effect, it's like a too simple, unblockable.
It can't be exhausted.
My goodness. Oh yeah, it can't be exhausted, which is now really important because in Pale Spirits we have Happy Exhaust, which exhausts your spirit twice. Pretty much. I was looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no! I've seen that somewhere in the chat, like, cause like obviously you got Saga players from time to time, just like checking out the Japanese cards, and then like they brought up one with heavy exhaust. Oh yeah, no, they were looking at the revival Throne Fist, and oh my god, look at that power creep, and someone just said, "Bro, you're not just exhausting anymore; you're literally exhausting them and then dumping a boulder onto them."
Damn it. Yeah, that's actually a really nice analogy for that because like I think the one and how they portrayed in the anime is even like the Playdra was like how they portray the exhaust in the anime is just the spirit getting literally tired, right? And then the Playdra just straight up went into coma when he got heavy exhausted.
Oh yeah, like in the animation, like when spirits are heavily exhausted, like they're like it's like the gravity just added onto it, and then like Blade just like flip over on his tummy or something.
Yes, that. It's like a one frame rotation. My god. Imagine getting that.
Yeah.
Hopefully we probably wouldn't have to deal with that in Saga for like at least 9 years. I think Happy X is still something pretty new, right?
Yeah, it's from the Athens saga, so.
Oh yeah, so that's 8 years ago. Fuck.
Lol. 8 years?
And that's 7,
Yeah,
I think.
7, around 7, yeah.
Yeah, because like 2016 is the God King, 2017 is the Advent Saga, yeah. Around, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always remember because like 2016 when I started playing, it was between BS38 and 39, and also BSC28. That's why I always collect the divas. Because like, Yep, there's this set. You guys have to buy it. Someone has to buy it. I'll take one for the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Good old man.
Yeah.
Good old times. But yeah. Maybe since we are going to do the Diva stuff anyway, maybe we'll need to announce early and make a Diva Cup. Since this this year is the 10-year anniversary for Diva.
Yeah, if you want to do a tournament for that, you need to plan it early. I mean, we already don't get a lot of players, so like...
Yeah. I think we literally only have like 4 players who will play a Diva only format.
I mean, also I can advertise to the other people as well and see how it goes, but like you have to do that early.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe if you are listening to this, if you are not into Diva yet, we have a whole video explaining how you can get into Diva, so so you can watch that and you can join us. You can join me and Ayumu.
Actually no, it's actually better if you plan it after the Railbird is shipped out.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't get that one, and I think the pre-order has already been closed. But if you can somehow get like the Reoba Premium Bandai set,
closed yet.
It's not closed yet.
No, it's not.
March, right?
It even got delayed. We don't even know everything yet.
Oh. So yeah, if you if you want to start playing Diva, that is your best choice. So let's see. I can only open the page for the Singaporean Premium Bandai for some reason. So let's go to Battle Spirits. Okay, so the Reoba Premium.
Yeah, so the deadline is 13th of April.
Oh, the one, god damn it, the one in Singapore is closed at 7 March. So I guess you'll need to buy them from Japan then.
I mean, I mean, you can. Well, we have some private networks to help order for us, right?
Yep.
I mean, I know I do. You probably do as well, so we'll be fine.
The only thing that we need is money now.
I mean, I do. You don't. Ha.
And you know what the saddest thing is in the premium, like the Singaporean Premium Bandai? Like I think they they use the Google Translate for this, and then they name Reobas layover. A layover.
Oh yeah, they do that. Yeah.
I think they already have canonical English translation. That is inside the bromides. Oh yeah, and then there's the bromides.
Oh yeah, the deadline has ended for the Hong Kong one as well. That's so weird. Why do they change it differently? They haven't even refilled everything yet. It's fucking dumb.
Yeah. So the one, if you are outside Japan, then you'll have
hopefully
to
they'll change it later, but yeah.
Yeah. If they reopen the one in Hong Kong and Japan, yeah, just get it. I think it's a really good entry to Diva, since especially it is the first reprint for Sengoku Fest main stage as well.
Yeah. Well, I care more about the promo cards that they reprint. Oh, and Twilight Fantasy as well. 3 copies. Jeez. Yeah, they got 3 copies of 3 copies each of all the promo rail works. Well, 2 copies for the one from the magazine. Well, the no magazine was the album.
Oh yeah.
The album, yeah.
Oh no, that's the art book.
The art book, yes, that's the word. Yeah. But it's fine. I got one copy already. So yeah, exactly like the exactly right amount for me. I mean, to be fair, you only need 2 copies to play anyway. You only 3, but yeah.
Yeah, I think like I even only needed that mostly for my Grand Siesta deck.
Yeah, true. It's pretty good in Grand Siesta, yeah.
Just because it has the
Hopefully
Grand
they
Advent.
get a buff in next set.
Yeah, it's about time they give us a new Grand Advent. But I think it's pretty much confirmed that they will get the upgrade, right? Because like the one that get the contract Grand Walker is the producer Saraswati.
Yeah.
Which is the producer for Grand Siesta, so
yeah.
That means I have to save money from now. I'll have to go to the city center and ask if people want me to wipe their windows for them. So yeah, 3 Wild Fantasia, 3 main stage, 3 Lily, 3 everyone.
Really as well, yeah.
Then the last one is Kenso. I think it's the which one was it? 39055. I think it's the one that sets Mirage, right?
Sorry?
Yeah, the PSC 39055. I think it's the magic that sets Mirage, right?
Yeah, sets the Mirage in flash timing. I use them Profati right now. It's pretty good.
I see. Reason.
Yeah, like Profati. I'm trying to make Profati good. Just that I don't know. It actually works pretty well. Like I did think about bringing it in the last tournament, but if I see like what is it, like Petit Glow, then like the deck is like dead.
Yeah.
The deck is like pretty much dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I should have thought that, and no one's gonna do that, at least in your server. So I should have tried out with that one. But no, at the end I got high roll by Henry anyway.
Yeah. Everyone got high roll. God damn it. But yeah, anyway, taking a little bit break off from cards for a while. Did you know that the word Isekai has been added to the Oxford English Dictionary?
What?
Exactly. I will send you a link from the wait, what is it? Okay. Exactly. Meaning and use.
Oh my god.
A Japanese genre of science or fantasy fiction featuring a protagonist who is transported to or reincarnated in a different, strange, or unfamiliar world. Also an anime, manga, video game, etc. in this genre, frequently as a modifier. You can't make this shit up, man. This is big isekai.
Bro, this is actually really cool.
I know, right? This is big British culture right here. My goodness. And do you
I mean, I still love how they added like a lot of like the slangs from Hong Kong as well to the dictionary.
Yeah, but you used to belong to them, don't you? Used to.
Sorry?
You used to belong to them, so they are the rightful owner. No, just kidding. But yeah, anyway.
Not really, no. Oh, okay. I found the Guardian like with the news. The Oxford English Dictionary's latest update to add 23 Japanese words. Ooh, what are they? Let's see. More than half the borrowers relate to food or cooking. Also, we got santoku, which is a knife with a short flat blade, the cursed down additive, and okonomiyaki. It's like Well, I mean, you and I know what is that, but for those who don't know, it's like,
It's a savory
how
pancake.
do I even explain?
It's a savory pancake.
Well, yeah, they call it savory pancake, but like it's more unique than that. Like it's because like it's not something you normally make at home. It's like you have like an iron plate, at the restaurant, and then they give you the materials and you make the food yourself. It's like it's more like making scrambled egg, and then you add a lot of random stuff into it.
Kind of.
Because like you can argue one of the ingredients is egg, so like it tastes pretty much like a scrambled egg. Because I tried that before, and then okay, so katsu is also in the dictionary now. So it's basically like a Japanese style of deep frying food. Usually with flour, egg, and panko breadcrumbs. There we go. Yeah. So like that's why you always hear words like katsu curry, things like that. So like because like katsu, like I mean to be fair, katsu curry is technically incorrect because like since katsu only means cutlet, or like just like as I said, like a style deep frying. Like katsu curry literally means nothing. It's like, what is the thing that's deep fried in the curry? We don't know. So like the English translations are usually wrong. But like naturally in the UK, when you say, well, in the Western world, I assume, katsu curry usually means the meat is pork. Like the deep fried food is pork. Yeah. But like it's very interesting as well because like katsu is actually, it was actually English borrowed by Japanese because it comes from the word cutlet, and and then now they take, like the English take it back and say, okay, now this is Japanese style deep frying.
Yay.
Yeah, and then we got donburi, which is
Stuff
it's
on
basically
rice.
Japanese rice. Yes, with stuff on rice. Yeah, and then omotenashi. Ooh, this is an interesting one. I heard the word before, but like, it's not a word that you usually hear about.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a Japanese only concept, you can say. It's because like, well, it's not like Japanese only, but like it's a concept that's more unique in Japanese, which is why it's very hard to translate. Probably also why they take the word as part of the dictionary now because they can't fucking translate it. But like it's so omotenashi, which describes good hospitality characterized by thoughtfulness, close attention to detail, and the anticipation of a guest's needs. So a really good what's the word, like accommodation service, something like that is yeah. And then like we had a similar concept back in ancient Greece and ancient Rome, because like at that time you got a lot of people traveling, and then like you rarely have like hotels and everything like that at that time. So what people would actually do is literally they just like show up at like a random person's doorstep and it's like, sorry, I'm traveling, like can I stay here for one night or something like that. And then it is like their tradition and well their culture to always accept any travelers, and like you always have to give them the best hospitalities. It's not just in ancient Greece as well, like this also happens in the UK, like during that time. I mean, probably because they were influenced by like later on, like the Roman invasion and everything like that. But like, from what I heard, for example, like the Scottish tribes, like like the kind of what's the word? Like the clans in Scotland, they also had this habit, unless they're like nemesis against each other. So yeah, so like it's actually quite a normal practice during the old times, like in a lot of places as well. And then a number of terms related to arts also feature in the updates. For centuries, artists from around the world have taken inspiration from Japanese art, and this can be seen in the number of words belonging to the domain of arts and crafts that English has borrowed from Japanese. So, so, okay, yeah. I always thought a lot of these words have been in the dictionary already, but apparently not. So, kintsugi is the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery by joining pieces back together and filling cracks with lacquer dusted with powdered gold, silver, or platinum. And so this is so I heard about this because I used to do art in GCSE, and it's like we this also show up in some philosophy lessons as well, because kintsugi is not just a type of art. Like as you heard, what it actually does is, for example, you break your bowl, it shatters into pieces, and then and like normally people you might try to glue it up with like glue, but in the case of kintsugi, you kind of glue the pieces up with some golden liquid. Well, it's usually golden. Well, at least on Google, what you usually find is golden because probably they're more beautiful as well. And then it's obviously it's a type of like recycling. Like you don't just break it and then just throw it away. You always try to repair it and then like keep using it. Like it's a respect, to the object itself. And then also it's a kind of mentality in life as well. Like, nothing is perfect. So like instead of trying to be perfect, you fill in the gaps of your imperfection and like make yourself more beautiful because you're imperfect. Yeah. So like it's a very interesting word concept and art, and I really like it as well. And then also, of course, we have isekai.
Isekai. I think the British pronunciation is Isekai.
It's
Isekai.
yeah, because of the accent and everything like that. I don't fucking care. I call it isekai.
Yeah, Isekai is the
Actually,
American pronunciation.
Is actually is okay. No, the Japanese isekai. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, isekai. Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah, right.
And then what? OED editors work with researchers from the Tokyo University of Foreign Studies on a new batch of Japanese words. Non-Japanese words added in this quarter's update include Bible bashing,
What?
ultra processed, and bibliophil. I can't read this. Bibliophilia.
I see. Isn't bibliophilia refers to the kind of people who buy lots of books and never read them? They just like books.
No. Yeah. It's like, because like philia means to love something, and biblio means book in Latin.
Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, bibliophilia is like the love of books, basically.
Yeah. And like if we ever like see any contents from like the groups that for people who likes to read, like usually the number one joke is basically, yep, this is the books, like we always buy books but never read them, but we will buy new books anyway because we want to. So like they even like have one post where it's basically about like they just show like some sort of like the bookstore bargain bin, and then and then they usually have like those a sign, right? Like there's like the bargain place, or there's like the new books, like the bestsellers, and then like the sign says basically these are the books that you buy so that you can pretend that you have read it. And then it has all like all the classics that like all the classics that basically if you join any book communities, then it will be like the first 10 books that you will read, like the best 10 of all times, like the best 50 of all times even. So yeah, that kind of things. Speaking of old books, what have I read that I actually enjoyed? I think like I enjoyed like the Brave New World I think I read half of Lolita, and then what else?
Wow, Brave New, Brave New World. That's a book I haven't heard for quite a while.
Yeah, I watched the movie. By the way, it's
I
3 hours.
never actually read it.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, I never actually read it. I don't like dystopian fiction uh, and then yeah, Lolita. I'm actually quite interested in Lolita.
Mm.
Oh my God, someone gonna quote clip that out of context, aren't they?
Hopefully, hopefully we are worth. Hopefully we are worth enough to be clipped that to get that clip out of context. But yeah, anyway, I think like yeah, it was. I partially read it because that was during my formative year as someone who consumes Japanese media, and then like at that time it was the time where the word like the phrase Lolita complex was just thrown away lightly just as a joke, right? Like at that time, like yeah, it doesn't really click of what to us like in the forum, it doesn't really click what the word Lolita complex means. It's not something that you usually use in conversation in Indonesian anyway. And then
Mm,
I read it and then like, god damn. Actually, if you put aside the main motivation and why that novel become the very reason the term Lolita complex existed, it's actually
yeah,
just yeah.
so like the Japanese term lolly,
Mm-mm.
which is by now like people just use the term to refer to small girls,
Mm-mm.
young girls.
Mm-mm.
Well, it's
Petite people.
that's actually a debate because
Uh,
like sometimes lolly is used to refer to girls who look young,
Mm-mm.
but then like sometimes it's also used to refer to girls who are actually young. So
Mm-mm.
like it's very confusing,
Yeah.
and as like seriously, you don't want to get into those debates. It's such fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically where the terms lolly came from.
Mm-mm.
Cause like if you have never heard the book Lolita, it's literally. Can we even share this on YouTube? It's like
Well.
because it's literally a novel
Mm-mm.
about a guy obsessed with a 12-year-old girl.
Mm-mm.
Like that's literally the gist of it, and I'm not gonna expand on that.
Yeah. Which is why, like, if you take away a little bit, it's basically just a long-winded high story. Like it's a con man trying to do his con, and then like, so yeah, I mean like,
Yeah.
yeah. In the end, but it was so long that I think like by the halfway point, I was like, I lost interest already. God damn it! It felt,
Yeah,
I mean
because
like,
like,
I mean like if you
oh,
again
go on, go on.
if you strip away like the main theme on the main motivation of the main character, it's basically like if you watch a heist movie and then they are like in the in front of the in the front of the safe, and then they already know the code to open the safe, but they were like, I need to go to toilet first, and then like when the guy get back from the toilet, and then the other guy, let me call my mom for 5 minutes. It's like, oh, okay. So yeah, it felt long winded, and then like once the other guy came back, and then they just, okay, so this is how I got the code. Yeah, and it's a flashback, isn't it? But yeah,
Uh, yeah,
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 yeah. I
but
mean
like
like yeah. Mm-mm.
I I am like interested in it just because
Mm-mm.
it is like I think at this point it's considered like a classic novel,
Mm-mm.
kinda,
Yeah.
and like personally I just love reading
Mm-mm.
anything controversial.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I think
And
I
like
get.
also
Mm-mm.
it's also about like a kind of like an unnatural relationship, I guess you can say.
Mm-mm.
And it's something like I'm very much interested in as well.
Mm-mm.
Like just like as a as a person in general, but like mainly as a
Mm-mm.
writer as well. Because like one genre that I really dislike uh is romance.
Mm-mm.
Because at least when it comes to between a guy and a girl,
Mm-mm.
it's just so boring most of the times. Like using anime as reference, like
Mm-mm.
how many times you watch a romance anime and like it's literally about the guy and the girl that refuse to confess for fucking 3 seasons, and then like the story ends when they confess. It's like I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch fucking drama or like love triangle, whatever like that. Can I just watch them being lovey-dovey, please? And like fortunately, like, recently, like it seems like people realize like this is what readers or viewers want. So we get more of that as well. But like just in general, and it's not just anime, but like from like some books I read as well. It's like this is like always like kind of like the pattern that they're going to, and like I very much dislike it just because it just looks so similar. Like obviously like everyone can argue, oh that the characters have different personalities, and then from different stories, and then they encounter different things, so like things work out in different ways. I mean, you're not wrong, but it's like it's at the end it's just like a skeleton changing skin. It's like the base is still the same. Like this is how the story pattern goes. So like one thing that like perks my interest if I have to get into romance is if the relationship is unnatural, so to say. And like one that like so like anything that's related to LGBT, I read them sometimes, because like besides the usual love drama, if they add that in, I fucking hate that anyway. There's also the problem of like whether like other people will accept them, whether the other half will accept them, before they confess. Like, oh my god, are they like homophobic and things like that? So like there are a lot more risk on that, and like I think that's what make like the romance more interesting. And then another one that's like surprisingly quite common is a relationship between a human and a robot. And there was this movie called Her, which was released in 2016 or 2018, I can't remember. 2013. Fuck my life.
Goddamn.
Yeah, but like it was it's like a science fiction romantic drama, and like feature in a world where AI was very advanced, and then like basically you can imagine the protagonist is dating Alexa.
Yes.
and like that was the whole premise, and like it's like and like somehow like the AI also gained some kind of consciousness, so like that's why like she because like she has a female voice, she can also experience love and like things like that. And because like it's like quite an intimate relationship, quote unquote intimate. So that's why the movie at that time was like 18 plus. So like, I couldn't watch it until I was much older. But yeah, but like that was an interesting one. And then another one that I really like, and actually I'm not sure if I mentioned it on this podcast before, but like the other story was actually originally a visual novel by Key Studio, and it was called Planetarium. And yeah, so like it was set in like an, how to say that,
Post-apocalyptic. Post-apocalyptic.
yeah, apocalyptic world. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Post-apocalyptic.
Like, oh my god, like I got so used to fate, I was going to say apocrypha, but yeah, apocalyptic world. And then like there was this guy who found a robot that was abandoned by the staff members and everything like that, but like the robot continued to function due to like leftover electricity and everything like that. Obviously the robot is a girl. And then just like it's like a very wholesome and bittersweet story about how the robot kind of reignited the flame in like the protagonist's heart for like for not loving her. Like that's actually not the main point of the story, but like for experiencing the world in a different way. specifically through looking at the stars and everything like that. So like he learns about everything on like constellations, like the universe, like what's outside of the Earth from the robot, because like the robot's supposed to serve as like a tour guide inside a planetarium. So yeah, so like that was a very interesting story. And then like, but like, well, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil it. You guys can go watch it yourself. It's like I just love it so much. But like, as I said, it is a bittersweet story, which is pretty normal for anything from a ski studio. So
Yeah.
so just like get prepared for that. And like that's like that movie was also actually how my current pen name came from, Ayumu Seiki.
Ah.
Yeah, because I just really loved that movie so much, and like during that time, I was still using my old username, which was called Red Satoshi.
Yeah.
For those who play Pokemon, you know where it came from. So like sometimes on Discord or like, well, anyone who I met on online at first, like sometimes people still call me Red because of that name. But like Ayumu Seiki was me deciding the name myself based on planetarium, because like I also personally also really like astronomy stuff, like anything about astronomy. And then I figured like I might as well make a new name for myself. And like that was also the time when I actually started writing stuff like fan fiction, whatever. So like I need a pen name anyway. So like that's why. And then like I'm a massive weeb, so of course it's gonna be Japanese. And then so like that's why. So my surname Seiki. Yeah, because like some people might get confused. Because of how I arrange it in English, but like Seiki is actually the surname, and it actually means wishing upon the stars. Yeah, because like Sei is like the stars, and then Ki is like hope, and then Ayumu is like it's a common unisex name, but like I think it's actually more common among girls. But like yeah, it's a unisex name, and then it's like you can interpret it in many ways, but like I like to interpret it as walking towards your dream. So like the whole name basically means walking towards your dream under the stars.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful name.
Yeah, so I really love this name, and like probably I'm not gonna change it anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been using this pen name for like 9 years by now. So yeah, like you might as well call this my second name, really. I mean, that's how it is like among the saga community anyway, because like I mean like like at least the UK boys, they know that I'm called Andes. And but most of the time people still call me Ayumu, and some of them even think that's my actual name. I mean, to be fair, I'm Asian, so like they might not know if I'm Chinese or Japanese. So like it's pretty normal, not a surprising thing. And it's just so funny how like there were people who asked me, so which one is your actual name? And I was like, just call me whatever. No. The best part is that like some people call me Ayumi,
Oh yeah.
which is specifically a female name.
Exactly. Hey, wait, but I think like the one of the singer for the theme song for Digimon, I think it's a guy named Ayumi.
Oh really? I think it really depends on how you spell it as well. But like, I think the most commonly is like it's a female name. But yeah, I'm not surprised that like some guys call that as well. I don't know. I can't research over anything else because like Japanese is just so broad because like the same pronunciation can mean like literally different things. It's like it's not how you English say I can a can.
True.
Like yeah. So that one word can mean different things, and
Mm-mm.
like so like when you try to just type it in hiragana or katakana,
Mm-mm.
on Google, it's like you just can't find what you want because like they're just gonna throw you a bunch of random stuff that like sounds exactly the same.
Yeah. So Ayumi Miyazaki is the Japanese singer songwriter who performed Braveheart for Digimon. Also Break Up, Beathead, and The Last Element. So
Okay, I say again, Ayumi
Miyazaki Ayumi. So the Japanese name is Miyazaki Ayumi. So international is Ayumi Miyazaki.
Miyazaki, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I found another one called Ayumi Tanida, which is a
Ooh.
male actor.
Mm. So now the kid for Ayumi has just the male Ayumi is just coming out of the gate. They are like I think I signed it to you just now. Like if you since you are talking about like the love for robot and then like her was released on 2013 and then the Planetarian was 2004. There is something that was released on the year you were born called Chobits, which is made by Clam. So you can expect that the romance will not be straightforward because that's how they like to do it, apparently. Uh,
Well,
so
I
Chobits,
mean, I think the more comic they make it, the probably the better. Yeah.
yeah, Chobits is Chobits is an imagination of a world where instead of smartphones, you get you get a girl-shaped smartphone for your daily lives.
Oh my god.
So the one that I sent to you, that's the main heroine. She's basically a walking smartphone, quite much literally, because they are even
Okay.
yeah, basically they are also yeah, I think they are called persocon, so kind of like a wordplay between person and personal computer, basically.
Mm.
Yeah, and then basically on
When I heard about this, like I think naturally people will think, oh my gosh, it's written by a guy, isn't it? And then, no, I look it up. Clamp is an all-female Japanese manga artist group.
yeah, why do you think all of their stories are all like secretly have something that is not conventional? Because of course it's
No,
in all.
I've actually never read or watched anything from them.
Well,
Uh,
that's
yeah,
yeah,
like
and like
I mean, even Cardcaptor Sakura, I've actually never watched it.
yeah, only watch it briefly, and then like the moment everything ends, people just point out, oh, so this, so these people's interactions are actually like this. Oh, I see. And then like even the most innocent thing in Cardcaptor Sakura is the main love interest for Sakura is literally a Chinese. So it's already an
Heard about
international
that, yeah.
relationship. So yeah, it's the tamest thing that they have, of course. And then I think Code Geass is also from Clam.
Is it?
Yeah, Clam Studio. So what they Clam manga artist. So let's see what they so they work on Cardcaptor Sakura. That's it. So let's see what I have seen. Chobits, of course. Triple X Holic, which is Triple X Holic, which is their kind of their fuck, what is it? It is pretty interesting though. It is kind of like a psychological horror, and it takes a lot of like Japanese folklore and stuff. And then they have Subasa Reservoir.
Oh,
Hmm? Yeah.
like the one with Japanese horror. What? Which one's that?
Triple X Holic.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that before.
Mm-mm. And
I need
then
to start on that. I'm gonna put it onto my list.
nice. Oh, so I think the Code Geass is not by them. Damn it.
No,
uh,
Kogi is a spy them actually.
I think probably it's because
Not manga group.
mm-mm.
I
I
don't
think the anime
think.
studio.
It's just It's so confusing because like they link the two together.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I think it's mostly because there's Clam as a studio and then Clam as manga artist. So as the manga artist, I think they don't make of course they don't make Code Geass. Yeah,
So I think what happened.
They are the character designers. And also they are the character
So I
designers
think what happened is it's like the Clamp Studio was formed to animate their manga.
Mm-mm.
And then they decide because I think Code Geass is anime original.
Yeah.
So like I think and then the studio wanna make an original and so they do the character design. I think that's probably how it worked.
Yeah. And there's also a Cardboard Vanguard. Cardboard Vanguard D Overdress. That's for
Really?
Yeah. Overdress and Divines is by the character design is by Clamp. That is their main selling point when they started the anime. It's also why the anime is extremely gay. Like the main character is the crossdresser. And then like
I should start to overdress for that and then just go bored of it.
Yeah.
It's like it's so cringe. I can't.
But yeah, I was wrong about the Clamp like making Vanguard gay. Vanguard has been gay from the very beginning, and that's why we're like.
True. I mean, Aichi, you might as well make him a girl.
I know, right? And without those dynamics, Vanguard will never be the same. But you might enjoy Chobits. It's just
I'll have a look. Like it's just the art style. I think it looks really interesting.
I mean, it was the manga was serialized when you were born, so I think it's something nice to visit.
I noticed. Oh my god, got a lot of manga started already because like I'm reading 100 Girlfriends, and then I'm reading Tonikawa, and then like because of like the current season, I'm now also started Chain Soldier, which is like surprisingly amazing actually. Like you would think it's just like a fan service series, but no, the fight scenes are actually good. Like, and then I'm going to start reading Mahosoto ni Akogarete. Okay, English translation: Gushing Over Magical Girls.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb name.
I know, right? So that is why you sent me this graphic.
I mean, it's more like because when you ask me for assets, I just finished watching this anime because they just released the last episode today. So
makes sense.
Yeah. So like it just pops on top of my head. It's like, so might as well.
Might as well.
And then I need to start. There's so many novels I want to start as well. I want to read Musoku Tensei now. It's so good.
I know, right? I'm almost done with the Bookworm. But like Bookworm, I think I'm on book 24 or something, and it will end on 27.
Jeez.
Yeah. So it feels a little bit surreal now. It feels like last month that I was like complaining that Bookworm is becoming like an exposition and novel, and then now it's going to end, and it's like it's going to end.
It's actually ending.
It's actually ending. Whoa. I know that she is at this point she cannot ascend any longer. If she ascend anymore, she will literally die. So she will literally ascend. And that will be even more fitting because like the nobles in the world of Bookworms, they really like to use like flowery poetry words. So when they describe people passing on or dying, they describe it as ascending to the tower in the heights.
Okay, I see. Right. Yeah. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
just like a lot of books I want, a lot of series I want to read. I mean, I just finished reading a book, so like I'm just contemplating on what should I start next.
No, right. I really need
Because,
to. Yeah, I really need to finish reading the Clean Code.
yeah, like now that I talk about it, I might just start on Musaku Tensei Volume One and see how it goes. Because like I'm looking for books that can also improve my writing, so like I want them to have more colorful writings. Uh, which like most of the light novels won't do because you know, um, like let alone being fans translated. It's well, but some of them might be fan translated. I mean, I've seen a lot of translation errors on, even on Bookwalker actually, um, but like also because like the Japanese writing style in general is like pretty simplistic comparing to for example, Dracula. so, so, so yeah, it kind of it doesn't really help me in terms of like learning more words and like how to describe things and stuff like that. But I think Musaku Tensei might be different because I heard about how like colorful everything is, and like how detailed like they also describe in terms of emotion and everything like that. So I might try for one and see how it goes. It shouldn't be too long anyway.
Yeah.
But then I feel bad for my other books, which I literally spent 30 on.
It's fine.
Just put it on the bookshelf. I'm literally bibliophilia. No, I'm a bibliophilic. There we go. Bibliophilia is the love for books, and bibliophilic is the person.
Yeah, I went like the Sigurdriva. It's still sitting on my it's still sitting on my bookshelf now. I kind of felt bad to my friend because she bought it for me. But yeah, still kind of wanted to make an environment where I can sit down and enjoy reading. Because I think like I mean like if like Sova is that one thing that you only want for that one specific reason, so you can never justify buying it. But like then you try to read on your work chair, it doesn't feel right. You try to sit on your bed, it doesn't feel right. It's like if only I have a sofa. But yeah.
Oh yeah, because like I remember your bed. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel really good to sit on it.
Yeah, that is why it's always the like whenever I feel like a little bit weak, it's always hard because like my work chair is arguably still much more how to say comfortable, but like sitting for a long time still going to hurt, and I can't really work on my bed anyway, so it's like double whammy. But yeah, I think like and then if you wanna yeah, I think like since you wanted to improve your writing, if you wanted, I think I got the genre of books for you. If you wanted to kind of like improve your writing in the area where people kind of like write down an illusion of grandeur, which is
And sorry.
the Silicon Valley, the Silicon Valley books. Yeah, so basically you just read any books that are written by people who are working in the Silicon Valley startups. And yeah,
Silicon Valley book. Which one you're talking about?
there are lots of them. I've stopped. I think like by the time I left my company as mandatory reading, I think I needed to read like 2 or 3, and then like after I resign, because like I still like keep in contact with my old employers, right? It's like one of my like my project manager, he will like recommended like, yeah, I mean like if you, since you are now like taking the masters to that is like more into like business, yeah, why don't you give this one a read? And then I think like I read it like a third way through, and then I still can't go through it. it. It was like they are trying to impart some knowledge, but it's like, what's the source? It is my from my experience helping this one startup, and Yeah, the language. It's very like if you wanted to learn to market yourself, I think it's a really good market yourself, or you want to kind of like create a character that is like really proud of themselves. Yeah, those are really good source actually, unironically.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I can get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my friend also recommended me Fate Strange Fake. Oh, fucking hard to read. Because I'm actually fine I think I'm fine describing emotions and like just like still scenarios, but like it's usually the battles that I'm struggling about. So like he recommended that one because like he said like literally every page battle, fight, whoa, you know. So so, so like you bet you're gonna get some references from there.
Why God? Why?
But like,
Yeah.
yeah, go on.
And I suddenly remember that meme that is like comparing like between Chinese manga and like like Chinese and Japanese manga on how they describe a text. Like Japanese, like the Japanese, it's this is the fireball. It is a ball of fire that I launch to my enemy, and then like the Chinese one is like this is my martial art that can do this. Oh yeah, this is my martial art.
Oh
That
yeah,
can
I've
do
seen
this.
them. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah.
Oh my God. I have never felt so personally attacked before, and I'm not even a full Chinese. My God.
Yeah, I understand that so much. But yeah, like I might actually just start on Misoka Tensei just because like Misoka Tensei is actually similar to what I'm trying to write right now. So I think that might be a really good reference. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I think the one that I actually got like some reading that I actually kind of enjoyed and there's something good. It's the Lean Startup, which is
What about it? Say again, what it's called?
the Lean Startup.
The
Lean, Lean. Wait, is there an Amazon.co.uk?
okay, I found it.
Yeah.
I found it.
Yeah, that's like a yeah. If you need something that is non-fiction, no, just kidding.
I have an Aztec mythology and a Chinese mythology. I don't need more. And I just finished a book on Polynesian islands. Okay, I don't need more non-fiction.
Are they non-fiction? No, just kidding. Yeah, I think like this probably I never finished my books because I think like the last non-fiction books that I read is that I've got to finish. I think it's the Art of Talking, which is so this that was actually a pretty good book that was written by a Korean newscaster. So she's like someone who was like really big in public speaking, basically what we do on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's most of her lessons were like something that is like obvious, but like if you it is something that someone needs to remind you that sometimes you just have to in order to present well, you kind of have to repeat that like literally. You have to make like one run when you get old, where you actually get the words out of your mouth, and then you refine it bit by bit from there. It's in the end like talking is something that you need to improve like bit by bit. It's not going to be something that's instant, especially if like us you are really introverted, and unless someone triggered something in you, then you will probably not talk too much. But yeah, what else?
Sure.
Yeah, I think like the one that I was like really flabbergasted was like this book called Delivering Happiness.
Okay. It's those like
It is.
It's like encourage. No, it's not. It's not a business book.
Yeah, it's
Look,
not a
Theo,
business
I don't need more of that.
You are a businessman. Huh?
I'm not.
You are going to be a freelance. You're going to be a freelance. You're going to independently run your business of writing a book and selling them.
Oh, well, I mean, true. But,
Yeah, I mean, like, I think like the scary thing about the world today is now stuff that are like something that is supposed to be like a specialist thing, like a business, marketing. It is now just one of the skill that you need at least some rudimentary skill set. Ooh, so it's actually it's available on it's available on Audible, so you can listen to them for free.
Nice.
Nice. Have you ever considered?
Should we wrap up?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Before,
Bro, I still have to pack up for for the grand tour tomorrow.
God damn it! I almost forgot about it.
I should be sleeping 15 minutes ago. Fuck my life.
When have you been so pedantic about your schedule? No, just kidding. But yeah, anyway, since
More than you do.
anyway, before we cut any further into talking about books, since now we are two people who likes to collect books in their bookshelves. So before we continue too long about books, if you want us to talk about any specific topic, you can always send us your message, requests, or questions to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. Or if you are listening to this on YouTube, you can also comment below. So yeah, I guess that has been everything that we can share for this week, or where we have to stop. We hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next thing. Bye bye.
Bye.